Oh, that's a great start.
Sorry, continue.
What?
That was not intentional.
What just happened?
I was trying to do the thing where you blow it through your nose. It
Oh, okay.
fucking burns like hell, so I'm not used to it yet.
Anyway, welcome back to Beers of the Boys. This is episode 3 or 4? 3?
3.
Episode 3. We're only on episode 3, and I still forget what number it is. Great. Always good. Today we have Tony with us, Tony Newton. What were you drinking there, Tony? What you got?
I got a Corona Extra with no lime.
Oh, okay.
Ugh.
Weird choice
That's
for the
rough.
no lime, but okay.
No, I'm not drinking any better.
What you got?
I'm trying to clear fucking space on my fridge.
Okay.
So
He said, I got a Bud Light, boys.
no, I'm a Stella.
Oh, ew. Gross.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate those.
And I got the
This is for my dad.
classic.
Nordic
Nordic Jam, baby.
Should have got some more.
I'm on the very last few that you so generously gifted and that Talon so generously gifted to me.
Uh-huh.
Real sad that that's running out. Anyway, Tony, you've seen the podcast, right?
Yeah, I watch it.
Okay. Well, basically, we just tell stories. That's what we do. Throughout the past few weeks, been a couple weeks since I've talked to Landon, so this would be a good time to catch up. Tony, I talk to you way more often than I would prefer. So,
yeah, true.
no, we had to take Ella to the vet today, or I didn't. My wife did. She started limping real bad yesterday, and
Jeez.
we're like, okay, cool. She won't put any weight on her foot at all, like not even remotely. I was like, fucking sick. I guess if she's doing that tomorrow, just take her to the vet. So she was definitely doing that today. And she was like whimpering throughout the night, so super cool. She has, we found out she has a degenerative disease that affects her joints. Super cool. And she tore her CCL, which is the animal equivalent to a human's ACL. So she has to have surgery, which costs $1,400.
Oh man.
Yeah, so super fucking sweet. Does not include pain medicine. So that's cool. I don't know if you've ever had to feed a dog medicine, but it's not fun, like ever. Because Ella's just like, fucking, why are you giving me human food? This is a trap. There's something in there. She just doesn't even remotely want anything to do with it. Because we don't feed her table food. So that's the downside. When you don't feed your dog table food, is that they don't fucking trust any time that you ever give them table food. They're like, yeah, he's trying to kill me. So yeah, super sweet, fellas. Real excited about that.
Try those the pill sockets you can buy at Walmart.
Oh, what?
It's like it looks like a treat, but you can stick the pill inside of it.
Are you fucking advertising Walmart right now? Seriously?
Yeah.
Man,
He's like,
I mean,
keep me in a job, please.
yeah. Please don't actually ever find this channel because you will instantly fire me.
No, they sure wouldn't.
Don't ever fucking fund this channel because I'm still salty that you never gave me a scholarship. Like the easiest scholarship to get, and I didn't get it.
Oh yeah, I didn't either. Don't worry. I mean, to be fair, I also made stupid amounts of money every semester in my pocket anyway. But
You guys got scholarships?
yeah. This
will make we tried in high school, Tony.
This will make you actually sick, Tony. Which we talked about this in episode 1, but I'm dying. Excuse me. I would get $4,000 every semester in my pocket after they paid for all my schooling and books.
Oh man, that hurts to know.
Yeah, that just make you sick.
That would have been great if when I was living by myself.
You know, ironically, my best subject was math.
Yours was?
Yeah.
Ironically, my worst subject was math and science.
I know
that. My worst subject was history, bro. Miss Bruce.
That was such an easy class.
It was such a boring class. That's why it was so hard to pay attention. It was. I get what you mean by easy, but like literally taking down the notes on those
Welcome to the
packets
stream, Ray.
every week. Every week it's the same thing. You got the little she handed you the pamphlet you had to fill out through the whole thing. All the PowerPoint.
Oh, I never did that.
Miss Bruce, wasn't that the girl?
Really?
She could kind
It
of
was
get
worth half of your grade.
Was it?
Yeah, she became Dugan. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it never did that. Yeah, I never did that.
Dang, dude, she was the real short one, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
She was stacked on top and bottom, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely. But her downside is she had the smelliest of breaths.
Did she really? Ew.
Her yes, dude. Yeah, so it'd be like, man, she kind of thick, and then she like helps you with your math problem or your history problem, and she breathes into your nose, and you're like, damn, she's thick.
So it was like that one girl from Always Sunny in Philadelphia with the dead tooth.
Yes.
She was just super hot, but yeah, you didn't want to smell it. Hey, what's up, Reaper? Welcome to the stream. Also, welcome, Ray. Thanks, boys, for coming in. Hope y'all have some fun while you're here.
I should probably put that up.
Yeah, you don't ever host the stream. It's like you almost don't want us to ever get views on the stream.
Well, I thought it was just like a thing you just want to host it.
No, bro.
It's not like I got any views anyway.
No, I just figured you'd at least like come by and like host the channel. Like maybe somebody on yours clicks in, but you know what?
Oh, I don't know how to set that up, honestly. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how to do any of the things on Twitch, or like most of the things on Twitch.
All you gotta do is go on to my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/generalseth117, and then you'll see my video, and you can mute it because you're already hearing what I'm saying, but like 10 seconds in the future. And then you just /host.
Oh yeah.
There may be a button for it also, but
Yeah, no, there's not a button for it. There is on mobile.
we get 22 views.
Wait, /host? It did not work.
Maybe exclamation host.
Hmm.
I don't know. There's a button.
Oh, can I do it on chat? Let me set it up right now on chat.
Am I don't know. Anyway.
Anyway, it was Thanksgiving last week, right?
It was.
I haven't been sober in a while.
You haven't?
I was timed out for 600 seconds and okay.
He fixed it. He's being a goof.
So
what does your family like just get drunk on Thanksgiving?
No, here's how my Thanksgiving went. Here's how my week at Thanksgiving went. It was my busiest week. I think I worked all day on Thanksgiving Day. I worked from 7 in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then the day before that, I closed from like I think it was like 1 to 9 or something like that. And this is how Thanksgiving went: just work, work, work. And on Wednesday, I was like, I need to. Give me a second. I want to distress a little bit before Thanksgiving Day. So I went to. Actually, that's not what happened. In reality, I was craving a burger, and the bar I go to is right across the street. And then I was like, I'm contemplating on getting this burger. And we finished our work, and then I was clocking out. I walked out, and I was like, all right, gonna check my keys. Fuck, I locked my keys in my car, and that's something I habitually do.
Oh.
And I go, shit, I locked my keys in the car. I guess I'll just call up my brother and then just go to the bar and just have a drink and wait on him and get food. And I walk across the street to the bar, he's already in there drunk, sitting there. He's like, hey, when'd you here? I'm like, I got locked out of my car. He's like, oh, okay. You know how to drive a stick, right? Yeah,
No.
I do. He goes, I'm fucking, so I'm already drunk. I've been drinking for like half the day, so
Solid plan.
like, you're gonna have to take me home. I'm like, all right, cool. So I stayed there, and then I drank a little bit, and then I think we drank. We were at the bar all the way from like 9 p.m. to like 11 p.m. And then I take my brother home, and then I'm like awake until 1 in the morning, and then got like a few hours of sleep. Woke up at like 6. Drove all the way, or my brother took me to work. Worked that 10-hour shift, and then immediately went to the bar again to drink more.
Shit, bro.
And that's how I spent my Thanksgiving.
You're like doing some military style drinking, bro. Just work and then drink and then sleep.
Yeah.
Did you eat in between there, or was it just all liquor?
It was all liquor. I don't think I ate anything until
I can survive
I
off the
went back to the
carbs
bar
and
again.
beer.
See, I had a very last minute Thanksgiving. Like, I didn't know if I was gonna have one yet. I kept asking Angel. She's the mother of my
Baby
child. No,
mama.
yeah,
Mama.
not the woman. Anyways, I kept asking her, "Hey, let me know, because if he's not coming over, I'm not gonna do one." And she goes like, "Okay, okay," and like literally, uh, it was like late, like, "Okay, we're going to be there."
Wait, who's he in this context?
His son.
Grayson.
He had a son. Did you know he had a son?
Yeah, he shit out, or his baby mama shit out a kid over the
Yeah,
time.
she
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
pushed it
Congratulations
right
again,
on
by the
out.
way.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
I
But
mean,
anyways, and
she
so
just
last minute she said, "Okay, we'll bring him over for Thanksgiving." Well, so then I was like, "Oh, well, Walmart's about to close." I text my mom. I was like, "Hey, will you pick up like a turkey?" I was like, "I can get other stuff from Dollar General tomorrow, or something like that. You know, just the side dishes, whatever." And she said, "Yeah." She didn't get turkey. She got ham, but whatever.
gross.
Ham's
It,
great. I
it,
had
it
And
ham.
turned out
no,
to be
ham is good, but it's vastly inferior to a good turkey.
yes, amen.
If someone
But
can make good turkey. Anyway, continue.
so yeah, we had that turkey, and then it's just like or that ham. But so I get to the next day. My mom was trying to convince me to do the whole get the Golden Corral. You can get a whole Thanksgiving meal to go. And I was like, it's my son. I got to go above and beyond,
Right.
whatever. So I went to go do it. Turns out they were sold out already. And so
Yep.
yes, we're using the ham. So then I went, got green beans, carrots. They didn't have cake. So I was able to order rolls, pecan pie, and pumpkin pie from Golden Corral. My mom got 2 dozen rolls from I don't know if you've ever had
That wasn't enough.
Corral biscuit. No, it was way too much. There's no way anyone could have ate 2 dozen of those rolls. There's so
I
many.
could have.
We because we're only
I could eat 2 dozen of those rolls to myself.
Yeah.
100%.
Wait, from Golden Corral?
they're so good. Yeah.
Sorry,
The
I
healthy
can't check
buttery
that.
ones. Yeah. So
Yeah,
so
I
then
could totally do that.
it was way too much. I'm gonna
Bring
be honest on that one.
should
They
call me up.
lasted. Yeah, they
Yeah.
lasted. They were delicious, but they lasted for a little bit. But anyway, so we got that from there. We got the pecan pie and pumpkin pie from there. I asked for if they had whipped cream because they had no whipped cream in any of the stores that were open. And
Was that heavy cream?
yeah,
You could have made your own whipped cream. It's not hard to do.
You
I
get
don't think there was even heavy cream there.
you just
There was
get
like
heavy
nothing.
cream and sugar, right?
Yeah, heavy cream, sugar, just
And
a
then-
tiny little bit of vanilla, and just whisk that shit.
And then you just
see,
beat
I was-
the ever living shit out of it.
Well, I wasn't prepared, okay. But anyways, so and then I'm thinking she's gonna be there late. I thought, okay, she's not gonna get here until like 7, so I'll just set up a late time to pick up those rolls and pies and stuff like that, and we'll wait. So I text her like, hey, what time are you coming? Because she said her mom's was at like 4, so I was thinking she was gonna come afterwards. She goes like, well, I just got up and I'm fixing to get Grayson around and we're gonna head that way. I was like, wait, what? I'm like, it's like 12. I was like, shit. So then, yeah, we just rushed it all together real quick. It turned out pretty good. While we were shopping, I saw a tree on sale, and I ended up starting my first tradition with Grayson by setting up a tree after Thanksgiving.
Last minute.
Yeah, it sounds cringy and last minute, but it was actually pretty cool for me.
No,
You know-
like the best traditions are started last minute. To be
Oh,
honest.
yeah. You know the funniest part of the story to me is the
What?
fact that you wanted to make a big ass Thanksgiving dinner for your child who can eat none of it.
I know, but I just wanted it to be good, you know.
Nah, I got you. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah.
I will tell you, you do have something to look forward to whenever he gets a little bit older, and it's called being very terrified that you just killed your child. Last week, Elise had to stay home still from the COVID shit because her daycare, somebody at her daycare had it. She had to stay home for 2 weeks. Anyway, so she's been real obsessed with like jumping on the bed and stuff. So I was like, cool, that's fine. So you take her in there, you hold her hands, and she jumps on the bed and goes ape shit. And then I was like, hey, I got an idea. You want to do a flip? I thought, yeah, this will be sick. She's gonna love this. So you take her and you go You flip her right on over, and she's like having a blast with it. So we did that like, I don't know, 6 or 7 times. And then the last time I did it, and I say the last time because it scared the absolute dog shit out of me. I spun her too quick, and then she like slammed her fucking head into the thing, and then like she like slipped on all on her neck, and then she like didn't move, and she was like froze up. Like, super stiff. I thought I fucking killed my child. I was terrified. I was so scared for my life. And I was, like, checking her. And I was, like, flipping her over and, like, looking at her eyes. And I was, like, making sure she wasn't, like, having a concussion or a broke neck. And then she was, like, I was, like, you okay? You okay? You okay? She's like, yeah. I was, like, your back hurt? Yeah. Your neck hurt? Yeah. I was, like, okay. You want a massage? And she's, like, yeah. I was, like, okay, cool. Lay on your belly. I was like patting her out, and then she was fine. But dude, I like
don't tell mom.
Oh yeah, I legitimately thought that I had broke my child's neck. I was like, fear of God was implemented in me that day.
See, so
Super
far
scared.
I've had a lot of fear of the whole, just for some reason, me thinking he's not breathing.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
he'll just be laying there, and I'm just like, is he breathing? He hasn't moved in like 3 minutes.
oh yeah, that'll run out once he starts to move. And then you'll be like, can he please stop fucking breathing for like a second?
He just sleep.
I'm just so, I don't know, the fear of him forgetting how to breathe runs through my head. No lie.
No, it'll happen, bro. You'll just get real scared. Hey, I'm gonna give you a pro tip that hopefully you'll never have to use. But if your child is not breathing, like let's say they're throwing a huge tantrum, now they're not breathing, because they can't catch their breath, blow in their face, they'll breathe.
Really?
Yep, swear to God, works every time. Like, and then I don't know, we've had to use that a few times just because once they get to a point like where they start to like really start feeling emotions, they'll just be like, bah! And then they'll go, and then you gotta be like, hey, breathe, motherfucker. And then they'll be like, oh, okay, sweet. That's how you do that. I forgot for a second. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
So how was your Thanksgiving?
Mine, it was all right. I went to my boss's house, and he made the best turkey I've had in probably, like, since my dad passed, honestly. It was a fucking good turkey. My dad used to smoke his turkeys overnight for, like, 24 hours or something. I mean, you cannot beat that. But he has, like, a deep air fryer thing. It basically is, like, in a basket, and you put its butthole over it, and it scoops on there. And then you lower it into this big pot, and then you heat it up from the bottom, and it like just circulates hot air around it. Basically, keeps all the moisture in, everything like that. It was actually incredible. And my grandma usually makes all of her turkeys ungodly dry. Like you bite into it, and you're like, yum. So yeah, that was a nice refresher. But yeah, then they ended up doing it too early, so then we had to like go back home and then chill out for a minute, and then we had to drive all the way back to my grandma's, and they're both like right outside of Midland, so it took a while. Yeah, it was like a long drive. Yeah, we were hoping so, but then no.
Yeah.
And Elise has been on this real cool kick where she just didn't want to take naps at all the whole time that she was off for 2 weeks for whatever reason. I don't know why, and she was just going super stir crazy. So she was just in a bad mood. But yeah, no, it was fun. I had fun with the family, kind of. They're all right. I don't like my family that much. Is that bad? I don't know. They're just not. I mean, they're okay people.
Well, I'm always busy, and my brother and I are always busy this time of year, and then usually every Thanksgiving it's just usually me and him. So I haven't had Thanksgiving in a while where I'm just with family. So Thanksgiving really isn't a holiday for me anymore.
Yeah, because you would have to like drive real far to even get to them, right?
I do have family in the city, but I only hang out with them mainly during Christmas.
Oh, gotcha.
Or whenever they have like a family event coming up. But now with quarantine, or not quarantine, but pandemic and stuff like that, I was trying to limit just connections to anyone, even though that's kind of, I do go to the bar a lot.
That's something I just don't ever do, man. I just never got to. I don't have a lot of friends that like to go and do things with me, I should say.
Yeah.
They love to go do shit without me. It's just being me, yeah.
Yeah, I totally get it.
I wouldn't want to
understand.
invite me anywhere either, to be fair. Kind of a
Totally
lot.
fair. I'm an introvert anyway. I'd rather stay at home. I'm a homebody.
Speaking of Christmas though, dude, this is like the first year I've been excited for Christmas in a really long time.
Why?
This is the most financially stable that we've been
Oh,
in a long time. So we actually got to spend money on each other, and then we got to spend more money on Elise. She has so much shit. Oh my god, dude. We just kind of went a little overboard, but I don't know. We want to give her a good Christmas, you know.
yeah.
We really haven't got to do anything yet with her, like that. That we usually just have to get her clothes or some shit that she's gonna need, and then we'll get her like 1 or 2 things that she would want to play with or whatever. And Katie doesn't like to do a bunch of toys, and so I said, "Fuck you, we're gonna get to do a bunch of toys." So yeah, we had a whole bunch of a whole slew of things, if you will, a cornucopia of items.
Cornucopia.
And we both can't rap worth of crap. So that poor child, when she gets older, is gonna be like, "Why do all these gifts in these TV shows look so nice, and why do yours look like they were rapped by like a 7-year-old?"
To be fair, the only good white rapper is Eminem. So.
Oof. Oof. Where's Peyton at? Peyton would love this joke. Oh, dude. What about you? You excited for Christmas?
Me?
Yeah. You ever do much for Christmas?
No, exactly.
Okay.
I don't think it's just the same as Thanksgiving. Last year I was with my family up here.
We'll go drink with Santa Claus at the bar.
Sadly, that's the only thing that's closed. Yeah, I totally would be at the bar, but yeah, I'm gonna be working a lot as well. I'm always working in the holidays. That's just me. It's just work. It's so sad.
That's retail life, dude. That's
Yeah,
what I'm glad I don't.
It's retail and restaurant life.
Which we've been pretty busy at work anyway. So I can't really say much, but we're at least, you know, Mark's like, I'm not fucking working Thanksgiving. I'm not working the day after Thanksgiving. You can work if you want. You can just drive around in my truck, I guess, if you want to find something to do. I'm like, nope. I'm gonna sit at home. I'm gonna make the same either way.
Swear to God, sometimes I feel like he's like your second dad.
He is basically, dude.
He's basically your dad. Yeah.
He's a freaking homie, bro. He's so fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
It's so weird to be like really good friends with like a 40-something-year-old, and I'm 26.
That was my
and then he just shits on my generation all day.
That was the same thing with my old boss. Jesus.
Your old boss was Jesus? It's incredible.
Yeah, my boss is Jesus. I work for the Lord. Yeah, when I was a assistant manager, my boss was like a 40-something-year-old dude. It's like the same age as my dad, but like we started out, it was just like, yeah, I'm just like, you and I, we kind of work good together. And then after a while, like 3 months in, we were riffing off each other, or we were just like, we won't say much to each other, but we'll just riff off each other sometimes. And then we'll just like joke around, and then we have a perfect work synergy, or like we just had a good workflow when we work together. My favorite thing I ever did was whenever the people in my bakery were just like arguing about his age. He's like, oh, is he like, he must be like 50. And he's like, oh, he must be like early 30s or early 40s or something like that. And they were just going back and forth. I was just like, oh, for fuck's sake. Guys, I can answer this when he gets back. Guys, check this out. And he walks back in. I was like, Steve. He goes, yeah. You remember the Challenger? He goes, yeah, I was kind of young. I was like, okay, he's about like 46 or something like that. Like, how the hell did you guess that from that? I'm like, I don't know. It's just
big movie in that time.
No, not the you remember the Challenger? You know, when the fucking, you don't remember the Challenger?
No.
Oh,
fuck. I'm 26.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Point proven.
The Challenger was right after the Apollo mission, when they were gonna send in more astronauts up to the moon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it was showed up in national TV, and it went up and it went boom.
Hell yeah.
On national TV.
That's awesome. Live death.
Yeah.
Tony, you excited for Christmas, buddy?
Not at all.
No? Why? Oh, you gotta work a bunch, huh?
Yeah, I got work a bunch. I had to take off for Sunday for my grandmother's Christmas, and I don't like missing time, so I worked another day I normally have off to make up the hour difference because
Gotcha.
I used most of my PTO when I took leave for Grayson. And then not only that, then on Christmas that week they were gonna give me 3 days off, but again, I don't like working under 40, so I was like,
Oh, okay.
nah, I just take my Sunday off or whatever. I'll work Monday or I'll be off Friday and Christmas, whatever.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so we'll do that. I don't know how it's gonna work with me, Grayson, and the baby mama, so that's stressful enough as is.
Mm-hmm.
So
Bad, dude. You got that baby mama drama.
Mm-hmm.
it's great.
No, we were talking about work. I just remember like my first few days of working with Mark. Like I worked for him one day and he was like, "We'll try it out. We'll see how you do." And then blah blah blah. I was like, "Okay." And I was just like so fucking nervous for like the first 2 weeks. And he would just like make fun of me so hard almost every single day. And I was like terrified that if I just like busted his balls back, that I was just like not gonna be hired, you know. So like after like the third week on a Monday, he came in and said some shit, and I was like, "Man, fuck you." And then I just went off on him, and he was like, "All right, cool, we're gonna get along good." I was like, "Whew, thank goodness." No, we went today. We did this. We were doing this big dump truck. It was like a side window. To put it in perspective, not just to say this big dump truck. It's a. Do you know about how tall like an F-150 is? It's about 7 foot tall. Like a truck, it's like 6.5, 7 foot tall. It was about 3 of our trucks put on top of each other. That's how tall this fucking dump truck was. It's a massive. It's at this big old rock quarry. And we had to change the side window out. So we're like, okay. And they were like, well, we have a cab. Way out in our junkyard thing. You can just rip one of the windows off from the old cab and then just put it in this one. So we're like, okay, cool, that's fine. And then we get out there, and it's like we had to walk. I'm not shitting. We had to walk like a third of a mile to get to this cab, and climb up this rickety old piece of shit that's just covered in brush and spider webs and I mean everything. And so it's just the cab, like it's not, so it's just like the box that you sit in basically. And so it's like on metal that's like that goes up to my chest. So I have to like jump up and climb this bars, and there's no steps on it at all because they broke off God knows how long ago. And so I go to pull on this thing, I'm shaking it. I'm like, okay, is it gonna hold my weight? Seems like it. That's fine. Then I get up there and I put all my weight on, and then I go to step over, and it just goes. And so I was like leaning far back, and I had to reach over. Dude, it was so sketchy. It was so sketchy. All the shit is so rusted and just decrepit. Yeah, it was a good time. A little sketch. It was fun.
Ugh. I just shit. What was I gonna say?
You shit just now?
I shit. No, yeah, just I shit just now.
Oh shit! I shit.
Oh, I don't know what I was gonna say. I think my room is haunted.
Oh yeah, let's hear that.
Nice.
You've fully intrigued me with that one sentence. I'm so ready.
So you know how the paranormal works, right? We all had our fair share in Phasmophobia. That whenever there's a ghost present, you feel a cold spot.
Yeah.
So right where my chair is at, right around this corner, I'm laying at night, and when I have everything like my window shut and everything, it gets like for winter with my computer on, it gets like hot in my room. Well, not hot, but like at least 75 degrees in my room.
That's hot as
And
shit
then,
to me, but yeah.
Yeah. So when I'm laying there, and it might be this like some form of draft in this window, but like I'm feeling it now, and like whenever I test it out, there's no draft. But I'll be laying in bed, and just my neck and my arm, just like right on my right side, it's just super cold for some damn reason. And I'll put
Laying on that ghost.
Yeah, that ghost trying to snuggle up, but he's trying to get a kiss.
I mean, it does get kind of warm, so I'll fully accept it. I've been a very lonely man. But there's
It's gonna be like.
Have you ever had a good dream while living there? Like just a nice, fantastic dream.
What? I mean,
like
Like a wet dream? Is that what you're getting at?
Are you talking about the dream like you're fucking?
Yeah, are you getting fucked by a ghost in your dream, bro?
You know, the good old dream fuck.
No, I haven't.
It's gonna be you're gonna end up
no.
being like that scene from Scary Movie 2 where the ghost is just fucking that girl on the ceiling.
Yeah, we saw the ceiling and shit like that.
You're gonna be her. You're just getting up from behind, taking it.
I think it's like a Southeast Asian culture, or like in my culture, that so if you stand and like open your legs up a little bit and you look down and you look in between your legs, whatever you see behind you, you can see ghosts like that. And then it's a weird thing from the culture, but like there's so many stories about that. There's an explanation, but I don't remember. But if you look, but what they say is if you look between your legs and you look and you just look and see, it gives you like basically true sight, and you can see the ghost behind you. As depicted in like books and media and like that.
That's so interesting.
So I've been so what's the word? I've been so not scared, but
curious to try
paranoid.
Oh,
not curious. I've been so paranoid of me doing it on an accident. Like, cause like I work out, cause like when I do stretches and stuff, I do like toe touches and stuff like that. And I'm just afraid that I do a toe touch. I'm like curious. I'm like, what's underneath here? I might see a fucking ghost and shit myself or something, or just like hurl myself off the balcony and like true fear.
Thank God I don't have to worry about seeing true sight, because I don't know if I could bend over that far, to be honest.
Yeah. And then like you can't peer. I remember when I was young, you were told not to pee near trees, because how it works is whenever you give an offering like water or something like that, you always do it near a tree, because spirits will come to a tree, and that's where it would be to accept offerings and gifts.
Oh, so you just piss them off?
Yeah, you'll just piss them off.
Oh,
so when
literally.
I was young, I'll be super afraid. When I walk to my dad's chicken house or something like that, or just like it's just somewhere, I'm like, I have to pee, but I don't want to go like I don't want to go near a tree or something like that. So I'll piss in the middle of a road or something.
Don't go. You can't pee within 40 yards of a tree.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to bring a ghost back with me. It's too much stress to handle. I already have wasp to deal with that night.
Wasp. Oh shit.
Yeah, see,
my house is fucking disgusting.
Living in Fort Smith, I don't really fear ghosts as much as I fear getting robbed at night.
Fact.
Oh, I'd rather get robbed than to deal with the ghost. I've been robbed before already. Well,
I don't want ever to get robbed, but like, I'd rather. Well, I'd rather get robbed. I'm just saying, like, I have that much of fear than a ghost hunting.
I think I almost got robbed whenever I was in okay, help me out here. No, never mind, I got it. San Antonio. Whenever I was in San Antonio. Because we got absolutely fucking ridiculous drunk. And then we walked about 2 miles over the course of an hour or so and was like checking out the city. So I had no idea where I was, by the way. And we made our way to a tattoo parlor. And one of the people I was with was like, I'm going to get a fucking tattoo. And I'm like, cool. Yeah, sick. Do it. So then we were sat there forever. And then he was being a total twat that day. And so I got real mad. And I was already a little drunk. So that just made me even more mad. And I was like, man, fuck this. I'm going to walk back to the hotel. And it was night. It was real night. It was like midnight or so, like almost 1 a.m. So I did the dumb thing and decided to walk by myself back to the hotel. And I don't know if you've ever been to San Antonio, but you can take, like, it's a really pretty and nice city, but you can just take a wrong turn and just be in a place where you should not be, which is what I did. I was walking down the street, and a bunch of people dressed all in red were on a bunch of steps, and I was like, that's a little weird. Why they all got red on? And then as I was walking, it kind of clicked into my brain, and I was like, oh shit. So I kept walking. They were hollering at me like, hey, yo, boy, hey. And like kept trying to holler at me.
What you doing out here, bud?
And then they kept like walking even faster and faster towards me. And I was like, I'm about to die right here, dude. And so I just jaywalked across the street, and there was a car that almost hit me. and I was like, totally worth it. I don't give a shit. And then I just like took an alleyway, and then like right when I got into the alleyway, I sprinted all the way at the end, and then I took a right and sprinted down. And I was like, "Fuck, I'm not about to get absolutely robbed with all the money that I had because I took cash out for the trip, so I didn't have to use my bank card and get it taken away." But yeah, it was that was a hell of a thing, dude. That was a real cool hotel that we stayed in, though. It had like a pool, like on the roof, kind of. Like there was floors that went higher, but this like jetted out from the side, and then all like the pent suites were sectioned off. Anyway, there's a pool that was inside, and then it had like a glass door, and you would go under it to go outside. That was kind of a sick thing. Would have been a lot less cool had I been robbed, though. So I'm glad I didn't do that.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't.
See, so the one time I almost got robbed is because of a girl.
Oh, let's hear it.
Yeah, dude. So I worked at Sykes for a little bit, and I was hanging with this girl. I'm not gonna say her name, but she's definitely crazy. I have her on Snapchat and seeing her recent stories. Yeah, I'm so glad that I stopped being this girl. But anyways,
so what kind of piercing did she get?
Oh, she didn't get it. But it was after work, and when I worked there, I worked till 2 a.m. So the only place open was Walmart and McDonald's, and we were hungry, and I was like, well, let's go cop some McDonald's then. So we went to the Zero Walmart. Their McDonald's.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, it turns out that one on Towson closes at 12. But yeah, so we walked into that Walmart, and I've already seen some stuff happen late at that Walmart from working at Sykes and going to Walmart after work. So I already knew I was kind of retarded back then. But we get in there, and I wasn't dating this girl. I was just, I guess, talking to her.
You're trying to get the old hanky pankies, what you were trying to do.
Yeah, let's be honest. But anyways, we were just hanging, and this person turns behind, looks at us, looks back, and looks back. By the way, she don't look nice. She's like a little thug.
Okay.
And she turns back around, she goes like, "Hey, your girlfriend's really pretty." I was like, "Oh, she's not my girl." And she goes like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes like, "Wow." So then she starts talking to her boyfriend, also a thug-looking dude. No offense, don't judge a book by its covers, but
no,
after having that quick conversation and how they were talking, I'm like, yeah, they're definitely thugs. I can judge this cover of this book. Anyways, so they're talking, and then they start trying to talk to her and stuff like that, and she's like, what? And so she's dumb. She ends up talking to them while I order our food because they're saying like I'm the I wasn't really paying attention. I was just like, I'm just trying to get this food and go. They were trying to get her to ditch me. And
they were trying to have a threesome.
Yeah, oh for sure. And then they were like telling they're like trying to they got her to go to the car with them because she's retarded and whatever. Waiting for the food. I get the food. I'm walking out to my car letting her know, I'm like, hey, I'm fixing to leave if you are actually gonna stay. And she goes like, no, I'm coming. Whatever. And she goes like, hey, we need to go now. And I'm like, why? She goes like, well, they said that they were gonna rob you. And I was like,
what the fuck?
Are you retarded? She goes like, yeah, he's got a gun. I was like, okay, let's go. I was like, they better not follow me. I was like, they're not gonna want to follow me. I live in freaking Mansfield at the time, so it's a long ass drive.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, she's retarded. Almost got me fucking robbed. So
that conversation way is like, hey baby, come with us. We gonna have some fun. First, let's rob that little fat fuck you staying with. Oh, sorry. just no. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened.
What happened, bro? They were like, let's rob him. We can go get some fucking Viagra or some shit and go to Pound Town.
Viagra.
Anyways, actually, because of that, I didn't like being around that girl. That's actually what made me not be around her because I just realized she's just stupid. This stupid.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, they would not have needed Viagra after robbing you. They would have been fucking rock solid, baby. They'd have been ready to go.
No. All that adrenaline, that's enough to get the shit.
Yeah, they'd have been enough
to get going, man.
They'd been ready to use and abuse that girl. Yeah, you're talking about being followed, dude.
She was a little bit smaller girl too, so like
It broke
They
her
really,
back.
yeah, they broke her back.
Yeah, throw that back out, literally. Dude, you're talking about being followed, though. I had to relive this moment the other day, and I hadn't thought about it in years, but I was tell my wife about it. There was one day when I used to work at Walmart in Greenwood, and I lived outside of Midland. And so I was headed home, and I worked 4 to 1, 1 a.m., and then we got off late, so it was like 2 a.m. And I was driving out of Walmart, and then a car pulled out behind me, and kind of got real close. I was like, that's kind of weird. Why is there somebody here anyway right now, So I drove off, and then there's that stop sign, and I went, and then I was turning left, and they never even stopped for the stop sign. They just stayed right behind me, which is like, oh, this is kind of odd. So I started taking off down back to my house, and I was going like 5 or 10 over the speed limit, yeah, because I was like trying to get their headlights out of my rear view, and they just stayed right on my ass the entire way. So I was like, what's going on here? Am I being followed? So then I take a right, head towards Midland, and they're just the whole time right on me. And so I go like, I don't know, 75 or something, and it's like a 35 that goes into a 55. So I was hauling ass, and they're just, dude, not far behind me the entire way. And so I started to get like kind of panicky. I was like, I'm actually being fucking followed home right now. So, dude, as soon as I take the left to head towards Midland, I fucking book it. I was going like minimum 80 to 90 miles an hour. At one point, I hit like 110 on my dash. I was fucking hauling crap. And it's like winter, so it's like deer season, right? So, I mean, I was just like, dude, balls to the walls. I don't even care if I had a deer at this point. I'm trying to get away. And, dude, I constantly was seeing them in my headlight or in my rear view. They were booking it after me, trying to follow me. So then there's like there's a Y heading into Midland, a big left curve, and you can either go that way or you can go straight, and it takes a back way to the other side of Midland. So I just freaking hopped up over this, and I caught a little bit of air coming off it. I was going like 100 miles an hour, and it like dips down. Caught a little bit of air, got a little squirrely for a second. Got back on the road, dude. I was hauling ass. That's when I hit like 110 or 115, and then I barely slowed down. I probably got down to like 40, took this curve to go left, like at maximum velocity that you could take that and not die. And dude, I'll hit like 100 again on the way over there, and I turned my headlights off and turned right in the thing, flew up this dirt road. There's a bunch of potholes and everything else because it's an old dirt road. Dude, I tore the shit out of my car, I'm sure. But I was just hauling ass to this thing, and I headed up our road. And like our road is, it was just houses there. It was just my family's houses. Nobody else lives there. Nobody else lives back there. There's nothing back there. It's just a dead end. But it's like a mile and a half off the road. So I swung in and I parked under the carport and then turned all my lights off. And then I like just sat there for a second. And sure as shit as this car didn't just come up that road and head over and was like going real slow and looking around, And I just stayed in there and I ducked down real low, and then they ended up turning around and driving off because it's dead. I mean, it's a dead end. There's nothing there, Dude, I was about to have a heart attack, man. It was so sketchy. Don't know who it was. Don't know why they were following me. But
either mug you or fucking, I don't know. They're
I
trying
don't
to
know.
mug you,
But
kill you, or
rape me, have their way with me, or it could have been a cop. Yeah, I thought about it later on. I was like, that could have been a cop, but he would have flipped his lights on 100% of the time. Like, there's no way he wouldn't have.
Yeah.
And I mean, I got a good look at the car, and it didn't even look like a cop car at all. It was like a black whatever.
Every time I feel like someone's following me, like 90% of the time, it's a cop.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, see, it's so scary because there's people that make fake cop like things.
Oh yeah.
And that's scary as hell, dude. I saw a video about that where this dude he noticed that guy turn on cop lights on his dash. It was like a dash bar because we got the undercover cop things, whatever. Well, this one it was a tan looking like town's car, is what it looked like, but yeah, and he noticed that it didn't have any of the markings because like undercover cop cars have to have little things on them as well. Because
they had to somehow show that they're still a cop car.
Yeah, so it's like it was their whatever mark it was on their tag. So he goes like, "Hey, this guy's trying to pull me over. It's an unmarked cop car. No, whatever." And they were looking to see if they'd make any statements, and they hadn't. No report came in, so they were like, "Yeah." So he literally stopped in their way, would not let them go past because it was in town. So it wasn't like he could just. There's another lane of traffic, and he was trying to go in between. He just did this and stuff like that. The dude comes out. It's just this big old dude, and he has a effing crowbar.
Fuck.
Hey, get out of my way. He said, get out of my, telling him to move because he knows what's going on now. He didn't. Strangely enough, he didn't move. He moved. The guy went to go again. He stopped him. He got away. He drove off on the side and went off. Well, he followed him, got in front of him again, and he did that. And not much longer, the cops came up and got him and shit like that. But it's just like that is random. Like the dude had no idea who that dude was or anything like that. Like that shit's scary. Plus the whole thing with the headlight thing.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Yeah, dude, people are crazy, man. People are batshit crazy.
I'm glad I don't live in fucking Arkansas. Or I don't live in that area anymore.
You can just buy decommissioned cop cars around here. You can just
go
to an office.
Too.
Yeah,
real cheap. I see so many people who do own one brag about it so much to the point to where it annoys me.
well, my wife's brother impersonated a cop at one point, and had one of those cars. Yeah, it was. And I mean, he's not mentally stable. Let's put it that way. And I mean, he got off, barely served any jail time or anything. So I mean, even if you people were to do that and get away with it, they're not gonna serve much jail time, which is crazy to me, dude. That's insane. Our laws are so skewed. It's so odd to me.
Yeah, I have to keep my mind out of politics because the more I think about it, the more it just makes me mad.
I feel
and
that.
I don't need that. I don't need it.
No, it's just I don't know. We work on a lot of different cars, and we run into one every other week. You know what I mean? Just decommissioned cop cars. And you can tell. I mean, they look like they're so for instance, the new trying to think what it is. It's like a Ford SUV. Anyway, I can't remember the name of it. They have.
Expedition?
Yeah, I think it's like an Expedition. They have so they make a version for the public, and then they make a version specifically for police
Military
cruisers.
Police, yeah.
Yeah. So you can, they're still street legal. They're still everything. You can still tag them as a citizen because they have to have them that way for off-duty cops and what do you call it, undercover police and stuff like that. So you can just buy them. If you know the right people, or if they go to auction or something, they get totaled or whatever. Yeah, it's crazy to me, man. It's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, but the cool thing about those is that there's enhancements made to those vehicles.
Oh yeah.
So it's one of the big draw-ins for everyone that wants them. It's
I'm honestly not a car guy, so I'm just lost.
Oh yeah, no. They just have chips in them that are, for one, they're already pushed past the normal limit that you would have on a vehicle. But you can push them even further if you need to. So instead of having a max of 175 miles per hour, it can go 200 or 225 or whatever.
Okay.
So they can catch up to people, and all cars are built with limiters that are set at the factory, so you're not supposed to be able to get over a certain speed, so that police can catch you. Basically, is what it is.
That's bullshit.
It kind of is, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people with fancier cars, they always take them out. They always do crap to them because apparently that makes them seem like bad A's, I guess.
Of course. Dude.
I know.
Sounds bad, but it's true, dude. You got Logan Paul and them doing that. Anyways.
I'm pretty sure the illegal street racing gang over there I'm pretty sure all the street racers take their chips out.
Oh, I'm sure. But yeah, I don't know. It's a weird place. What about work? What have you been up to at work? Anything crazy happen?
For me?
Yeah. Nothing?
Nothing really. Yeah, just normal stuff. Thinking about trying to move up a little bit. I didn't want to. I wanted to switch departments, but I don't know if I should say this. Yeah. So I had no intentions of trying to apply to move up, but the application hasn't started yet. But because my friend was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go for this position. It's like a training position for like 3 different departments. And he's like, yeah, I need full time, so I think I'm gonna go for this. And then I was like, all right, dude, do you? And then I was like, oh, then some shit happened at work. And I was very frustrated, so I was trying to switch departments. And then so I basically told everyone, I was like, is there a way I can get out of this department? And it's like, oh, there's a full time over there in a different department where you just do this. I'm like, okay. And then I was like, okay, I'll do that. And so I just like told all the proper channels of how to do this. And I was like, set. I just had to talk to like the 2 supervisor or the 2 managers there to like fully commit to fully switch over.
Mhm.
And then at that time, like one guy came up to me from the dude's department. He was like, so I heard that this training position is open. I'm like, I wasn't really gonna go for it. He's like, oh man, but here's the thing. I feel like it's better for you if you take this position because you can always move up, man. I don't
Right.
want to. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to see you over in that department doing something. It's like even though it's easy, man, and it's like easy money, but I know that you're gonna be a type of guy that's gonna get bored and like this. He's like trying to motivate me to go for his training position. I'm like, I mean, I was like, yeah, I do, but that dude, my friend, like I mentioned his name. He's like, oh, I don't think that's a good idea. And I was like, he's like, okay, well, I'll just whatever about that. And then a second guy comes up. I was asking him, and he's like, hey, just talk to this other guy about it. And he's like the assistant manager. And I talked to the assistant manager, and I was like, so how do you feel if I try to go for this training position? And he goes, well, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. You have really good experience. You have a really good work ethic. Yada yada yada. Just compliment, compliment, compliment. And he's just like, I honestly would rather see you in that position. I'm like, yeah, but the other guy's going for it. He's like, yeah, I don't.
Fuck him. Fuck him.
I was like, he goes. If anything, try to talk to the manager about it. I'm like, okay. And so next thing I talked to the manager about it. I'm just like, yeah, you feel comfortable about this position. He's like, oh yeah, this guy told me, or the assistant manager told me that you're thinking about going for it. Shut the door quick. And he goes, yeah. He was like, yeah, the assistant manager told me you're thinking about going for it. He's like, honestly, I feel like he says the same exact thing everyone else said. He's like, yeah, I was like, yeah, this, and this. I feel like I'll be really comfortable if you were staying in this department and then and work with us. And I feel like you do really good. I'm like, all right, I thank you for the compliments. But yeah, but I heard my friend wants to go for it. I felt like I was giving him equal opportunity. He goes, yeah, I don't feel he's good for you. He's like, come on, guys, give him a chance. So I didn't want to go for it because I wanted to give him a chance. And then because he wanted a full-time position, and I figured I would be happy with not having all the responsibility of like because it's like a step up for management, basically. And I was just like, I'll just take a step back and then I'll just relax. And everyone was like, I would be happy if you take this position. I'm like, oh, fuck. All right, you get So now I'm going to try to go for it.
Oh, that's good though. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Move up, you know?
Yeah. So literally I asked, well, after that, I was like, am I in the wrong here for trying to go for this? So I did this. I texted my best friend. Or I call him my gay best friend. There's a huge story about that, but I did the ask a gay dude, basically. Which here's the thing: if you guys don't have
they'll give it to you unadulterated and
exactly.
No filter at all. They don't care.
You should always have a gay friend, which is amazing. And so whenever I'm like in a deep moral thought or something, like when I'm having a hard time, I come to him for it, and I just go, hey, and I just basically explain the situation. Explain everything. I'm like, am I in the wrong here? He goes, fuck no, dude, go for it. He's like, what the hell's wrong with you? You have a chance to move up.
Yeah, no
Take
doubt.
it, dude. I'm like, oh, god damn it. All right. So I've been basically scolded by everyone to go for it.
What about you, Tony, man?
Oh man. break. I mean, I'm full time at Walmart. I want to move up. They did what they do. They restructured management, so they lost 10 management positions.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so 10 managers had to be put into different like places. We got 2 of them in OGP and whatever. I wanted to get promoted then. The thing was though is that because of the restructure, he had to give all the managers losing the positions a chance at any of the ones that were opening, and because that one just happened to open at the time, it was still being stayed on as a position, so they had to give it to one of them, and they gave it to someone who sucks at their job. But it's whatever, because like every time they fail, I get a good old conversation about how much better I am. So I'm just like,
You know, the worst part about working at Walmart too and doing that is that like shitty people like that will just keep that position forever, and they'll just never fire them or run them off or anything.
yeah, we got a couple like that, and I know it's kind of stacked against them though, because Vicky, our assistant, who I guess you call coach now, and our team lead, both are friends with this one girl that works in OGP that they want to have the position. So that's what happened to the position in the first place. They ran off the other one. So I don't know how she's gonna last. And personally, she's actually irritates me because it's like what I do, I don't have to be. I'm not with everyone else. I do my own thing. I was supposed to be we got this new thing called Express. I'm supposed to be in charge of the people doing it because I'm just really fast at pick rates and stuff like that. And I told them I would, and I would try my best, whatever, and stuff like that. But for the most part, because of that, I really don't have to have anything over me. Like no one needs to check me or anything like that. I'm just kind of run everything smoothly.
That's so rare at Walmart too, dude. To not have to have somebody stand over your shoulder.
Yeah, it's nice. But she feels like she needs to be involved in everything, so she just comes out of nowhere. And the thing is it'd be different if like I was doing something busy or something like that. But when you come in and I'm obviously doing what you can see I'm doing, and you ask what I'm doing, it's the worst thing. It's the worst, because whenever there's no orders for Express and stuff like that, I just help stage the orders for OGP. And that's what I was doing, because normally it's pretty dead when I first come in. I come in the morning. It's pretty dead until about the evening when everything gets busy. But so I'm helping stage, and she comes in. She goes like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Staging." She's like, "Okay. Is everything going good? Okay," and stuff like that. And I don't know why, but like she does it, and she halfway does it because of this dude. I guess they don't get along, and so she comes in there and just irritates us pretty much. And yeah, so she's been irritating, and yeah.
Man, fuck that girl. I gotta make a confession, boys.
Okay.
I bought my wife all her presents pretty early with all the Black Friday sales and everything going on. And I just hadn't wrapped them yet because I hadn't had a shot. And then she was being kind of a twat. Okay, she was being real annoying. Couldn't stand her for like these couple days. And I had time to wrap, and I was still mad at her. And so I would wrap all of her gifts, and I was like, this isn't enough. So then I put all these gifts in a box, and then I taped the ever living shit out of this box. And then I wrapped that, and then I was like, but this box fits in another box. So then I taped the shit out of that box, and then I wrapped that box, and so that one was fine. And then I had some other gifts, and I had those wrapped, and then I was like, well, I also have this other box that all these will fit into. So then I got that box, and then I taped the shit out of that one, and then I wrapped that. So now she has like, I don't know, like 8 or 9 different items, and they're all in these 2 big boxes. She's gonna have to have like, I'm not kidding, dude. She's gonna have like a knife to get in through all of it. And then like all the ones that were the little things that I put inside of the smallest box, I like taped all that to the sides and everything so it couldn't move around. But then after I was like, Well, she's also gonna struggle to get everything out of there because it's all taped to the sides. I was like, man, fuck it, dude. I was so mad that week. Like, that'll teach her to. So now, whenever Christmas comes and we go to open gifts, then I have to be like, okay, listen, here's what happened. But yeah, I sent it to I think our group chat, and I was kind of laughing about it.
Yeah, I saw it. It was funny.
But that's the story behind it. I was mad. She made me mad. Just desserts. You gotta take little things sometimes in marriage to make yourself feel better, and destroy the other one a little bit.
I do need to buy a bigger Nerf gun.
Nerf gun?
Yeah. So I've been doing this. You're talking about just little things or like petty things. So last year I had this thing where one day I was just feeling down, and then I was just like, what would cheer me up one day, or what I do to cheer me up? I happened to be at Walmart, and then I was staring at this tiny little Nerf gun, and then I was like, I'm gonna shoot my brother with this. So I buy it, and I'm sitting at the bar, I'm drinking, had it in my pocket like a concealed carry. And then he picks me up, takes me home, and it's just like talking. I was like, hey, you love me if I do something stupid, or you still love me even if I do something stupid, right? He's like, yeah, why would you do? I don't know, something like this. I'll pull out the Nerf gun to shoot him in the head. And then I did that. And then like a month later, I bought a slightly bigger Nerf gun. And then whenever he came home, I surprised him with it and shot him in the head with that. And I'm like, okay, I need to go bigger. And so I bought one of the Nerf, like one of like the professional Nerf ones where like it's like it has high velocity where it actually kind of pinches when you get shot by it, or it kind of hurts.
Hell yeah.
And so I shoot with that. I'm trying to get progressively bigger and harder hitting.
I'm gonna give you a hint. Now we did this. There was like a zombies thing that we did at UFIS one year. It was humans versus zombies. So you had Nerf guns and you could shoot the zombies and they'd be like stunned for a minute or something like that. Anyway, me and my buddy Brandon Williams, we bought some of the automatic ones. Is yours an automatic one?
Oh, it's a spring-loaded one. It's spring fire.
Okay. I don't know if it'll have one, but and a lot of those Nerf guns, they have air restrictors in them. Yeah. And you can open the gun and tamper with the air restrictor, which is what we did. And dude, it went from firing like 3 a second to about 7 a second. It was automatic. It was dude, and it would fire about twice as far as it would before. So when you shot somebody point blank range, that shit hurt. It was like, dude, it was legit. And we bought those special bullets that would go even farther and hurt more. That was awesome. You have to do that on your next one. You get an automatic one. You get on YouTube and how to take the air restrictor out, and then do that. 100%. So worth it. So worth it.
I'll definitely try it. Yeah, because like now I'm just like, what should be the next bigger one? Because I want to find the one that they stopped making like years ago, which it was the really big pump one. It shot like a big ass dart.
Yeah.
It was just basically like a rocket launcher. I know they had the Fortnite one, but I feel like it's not gonna hit as hard as that one because
it's Fortnite.
Because you get to pump it up on your own, and when you shoot it, there's an audible thunk.
Hey, Tony, I have to ask you about something.
Yeah.
How's your macaroni hand?
Oh God. It's fine. I had I mean, I don't know if you can even see it, but this part right here, it's really nice to look at.
You have to tell Landon this story, dude. I just want somebody else to hear this. I'm gonna piss real quick. You can still talk. I have wireless earphones, so just go ahead and keep talking. You'll hear me laughing in the distance.
Great stream. So, yeah, we were about to start Left 4 Dead 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted some mac and cheese. I was hungry. I bought this new jalapeno mac and cheese. I really wanted to try it because everyone kept saying, this shit's fire. And I'm like, okay, I can't wait to try it. Whatever. So I bought it. I want to make it. Well, first thing, I was rushing. So I turned the wrong stove on. I turned the front one on instead of the back one. I had it on the back, So I set it on the back one. Actually, we turned on the front one and set a timer. Well, it went off. I was like, okay, I got to go check it. and I'm still trying to rush back because I think we were just about to start the stream. So I was like, okay, I gotta go. So I went, and then when I went in there, I saw that the front one was burning out. Shit. And so I went to grab the freaking thing and move it back. Well, the handle was right on top of that hot fucking plate. And I grabbed it, I go to pick it up, and I just feel it. And it's so delayed that I'm already up to here. And then I realize that my hand hurts so fucking bad.
And you can't drop it at that point.
Yeah, I have to like set it down as my hand is like scorching, and it hurts so bad. I had like once it got done, I started to get little freaking the little air bubble things.
The blisters.
The blisters, yeah. It was on my pointer finger and my middle finger were the worst, but my pointer finger definitely got the worst end of the deal.
To provide a little bit of context, we thought it would be really like we're just dicks to each other, so we were messaging him like, I don't know, one of us would message him like every 20 seconds, and we just had it on repeat. Whoa, Landon's dying.
Oh shit! I just spilled water all over my
Hell
shirt.
yeah. So yeah, we were just constantly messaging him on Discord like, hurry up, Tony, we're waiting on you. We're all trying to film a video, and then he comes back and he's like, I burnt my hand making macaroni, and that shit was like the funniest thing I'd ever heard up until that point. And then he's like, I can't play, guys. I can't play. My hand hurts too bad.
I really tried, dude. I just remember like I could look around, but every time I try to push my finger down, it just hurt.
Did you put toothpaste on it?
I didn't put toothpaste. I was trying to find aloe vera, but I ended up finding sunburn relief.
What the fuck would you just have like random? Oh.
He's like, hey, does sunburn relief help? And we're like, it's not a fucking sunburn, it's a macaroni burn, idiot.
But in my head, I was like, well, it's like a lower end version of aloe vera.
Dude, we were laughing so fucking hard. For like the next 2 hours, we would just bring it up and laugh about it. And you ended up not being able to play with us, which really sucked, but it was so funny, man.
I did end up eating that mac and cheese though, and it was almost. Oh, I wasn't, but it was almost worth burning my hand.
Yeah. Dude, okay, so you know that Cheetos macaroni that they had come out not so long ago?
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, it was? Oh,
yeah.
Did you try the original? I didn't have the jalapeno one, so I can't tell you if that was good, but the original one tasted like absolute dog shit, bro.
That's what everyone's been saying, so I haven't had the original, but
it's
I had
so
the jalapeno one and the flaming hot one. The jalapeno one, bro, is so good. It is so good.
The regular one is just as if like you took crunchy Cheetos and then you just soaked it in water, and then you used that water to boil noodles. That's what it tastes like. It's just so off-putting, and it has like some cardboard taste in it somehow. Dude, it's so gross. I don't know how they packaged it, but it was just not worth it.
I haven't had like boxed or store-bought macaroni in a long time.
Well, stay away from Cheetos macaroni.
No,
not a sponsor.
One and the jalapeno one are so good. I think you should buy the jalapeno one just to try.
I genuinely think making mac and cheese from scratch is a lot faster than
it's so easy.
I don't understand the box mac and cheese of how is it just out of convenience and cheaper, or
it's cheaper. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can buy like a box of macaroni for $1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, 100%. You just get Velveeta and then you mix like some heavy whipping cream or just regular milk, and then you just
Velveeta
mix all
mac and
that.
cheese is so good. Like, or make it from Velveeta, just that type of mac and cheese is super good.
So
I prefer
good.
that. I prefer that more than like.
Now I'm imagining doing that, but with the queso Velveeta.
Yeah, that's what that's what Landon had when he came to my house.
Yeah, and it was fucking amazing.
It's
I
so
love
good.
that type of mac and cheese. And you just add like.
You just put some garlic powder in it and just some pepper and salt or whatever.
Yeah,
so good, dude.
I prefer that more than actually starting out with the roux and then adding cream and adding like 4 different types of cheeses.
Oh, it's so extra. And like you can just mix weird, like the cheese is a weird thing because you can mix cheese at like a weird ratio and it not taste good.
Yeah.
Even though all of the ingredients are delicious.
Yeah. So I would do like my go-to. I would use cheddar, Parmesan, but every time I do it, I add a little bit too much or not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like Parmesan cheese is something that it can overpower it or
It's so
underpower it.
salty.
Yeah, it's salty and then it's funky too.
Yeah, it's got a little funk.
Ever put too much Parmesan cheese in something? It just smelled like foot.
100%. Yeah.
There's definitely a point of too much.
There's a fine line.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it really takes like maybe 2 minutes longer to make homemade mac and cheese, and it's so much worth it, dude.
So here a lot recently, I've been into like spicy food for some reason. That's where my taste buds have been going, and I had Walmart, the kiosk by our dairy section gives out free samples. One of it was Tabasco sauce. I was like, a free sample of Tabasco sauce. I mean, I might as well. It came in a little Tabasco, little bottle, glass bottle, like it looked like the big ones, but really tiny.
Right.
It was badass. I kept making jokes about it all day at work because it was like, oh, hey guys, don't forget you get a little free sample in the bag. Whatever, I'm being stupid with it. Well, I used it on a burrito, and let me tell you something. I did not know that this free small sample was concentrate, because that thing was the spiciest burrito I've ever eaten in my entire life. Because I just said, I'll just pour it all on it, all at once. So I dumped it all over that burrito, and I took my first bite, and my mouth literally felt like it was burning.
I've never been good with hot stuff until I used to go to Caleb's house all the time, and they love spicy food. That's like their family. Everything is spicy, and my family was like, my grandma used pepper sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, we just didn't have pepper? Yeah, like we just didn't ever have spice. So I was not used to it. So I'd eat at their house, and like I'd always be like, man, it's a little spicy, you know? And they're like, what? We didn't even put anything spicy in. Okay, sure, whatever. And then one time they made this chicken. Don't know what it was. Couldn't tell you. But after they made it and I ate it, I this is not a joke. I went outside and walked down the path to a river, and I stuck my tongue in their river because my tongue hurt so bad. It was so damn hot. And they were like pouring Tabasco and everything else all over that chicken. I was like, how the fuck are you animals doing this?
Yeah. There's a place here called CM Chicken. So it's a Korean style chicken, Korean style chicken you guys never had. Fucking amazing. I always talk about how great KFC is. That's the real KFC.
I've
Fuck the Colonel. Fuck the Colonel. And then so it's just so fucking crunchy, so delicious, and it's like all the flavors I like. And then they have one of their flavors is like spicy gochujang chicken. Gochujang is like basically spicy, or no, it's just Korean chili paste that they make and ferment, and that's what they use a lot in their cooking. And so I was thinking, I was like, up to the Korean with the Korean cuisine that I explored a lot in my bougie, or not bougie ass, like my smart ass is like, you know what, everything I had, it's not that spicy. I don't think they can get it up to like the Thai Laotian spice that I grew up with. I think I can handle this. And then because I was talking to the Korean coworker that introduced me to it, and she goes, yeah, it's a little bit spicy. So she goes, I got the gochujang one, which is very delicious. She didn't say it was spicy. And I was just, maybe she did. And I was just like, fuck it. It's Korean spicy, so I can handle it. And so I order it, and this is the one that I made a live stream of. I live streamed it, did a mukbang of it, and I was like so excited to eat it. And I was like, okay, so this is the gochujang chicken. I eat it, I go, that's good. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I just take a bite, I'm like, oh, it's good. Damn, why is that hot?
Have you ever had the bomb hot sauce?
The bomb? No, I never had like any of those special like asshole on fire hot sauces.
Yeah, Kendall bought some, and he is my best friend all through growing up. And so I was at his house one day and we were hanging out, and he bought some because of Hot Ones. It's one of the final levels on Hot Ones. It's 150,000 Scoville units. It's hot as shit, like really hot. And I was like, okay, I don't want to try it. And then he's like, come on, you can try. So I was like, oh yeah, I guess. And then God, dude, got a spoonful of it, and put it in my mouth. And
Oh
no joke, dude, for the next like 3.5 hours, my tongue felt like it would have been less painful to chop my tongue off. It is so ungodly, and it doesn't taste good either. It just tastes like battery acid. It's disgusting, and it just hurts. Oh God, it hurts so bad. Forever, dude. You can literally use like a drop or two in chili and make the chili almost unbearable to eat. And I took a spoonful of that shit in the mouth.
My grandma, she has a really she has a garden in her backyard, but she's been farming out of that garden for so many years that there's something in her soil that's just beautiful for growing things, because the chilies that she grows, and she's grown for so long, they just started mutating into smaller, more. I brought them over that one time when we tried to do a video out of it, but they were frozen for a while, and so they weren't as spicy, but they're like this big. And then I don't know if you guys know about what Thai chilies are compared to, but Thai chilies are like Thai penises. They're tiny, but they pack a fucking punch. Yeah, that's not my joke originally, but still. So my mom would use that in her cooking growing up, and then when my mom lived with us in our old apartment for a little bit, she would cook. She'll cook all the recipes that I like grew up making as a kid, and I forget how spicy they are. Oh, I know. I not forget. I would ask my mom. I was like, "Hey, can you just put like a little bit less than what you normally do?" She's like, "Okay, I'll put like 4 in there." I'm like, "Okay, all right, let's try 4." Eat it, fucking dying every time. I'm fucking dying. I'm like, ah. I was like, "Is that 4?" She's like, "Yeah, I put 4, you freaking baby." She's like, "This is nothing."
So, there's a hot sauce that I tried. And Landon, do you remember Mad Dog 357? Jordan brought it one day, or was
yeah.
well,
You guys were taking a spoonful of it, like
yeah, yeah. Well, it wasn't that story. That story is funny too. But so when me, Jordan, and Robert first moved in together, Jordan somehow got it. He got another thing of, I guess his stepdad bought some and gave it to him. Whatever. I worked at Simmons, the chicken plant, so every week I got to take a big bag of chicken home. So we pretty much lived off of chicken. This was like, this is when we were first, like, whatever, we were poor boys.
Oh, no, I know that feeling.
You went to Poultry Direct, huh?
What?
You went to Poultry Direct, didn't you?
Yeah. No, I worked at Simmons, so they gave me a free bag of chicken every week.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no. But anyway, so we pretty much lived off that bag of chicken. Well, we one of the things we do is we boil the chicken, and either that way, or obviously bake it and whatever, because we had a little plug-in skillet. It wasn't like we didn't have a real oven. It was a small place. But anyways, so we would do that. Well, we was like, let's boil the chicken. Let's cut little slits into it. Put the 257 on just one piece, and let's just try and see what happens. Way too fucking hot. None of us could eat it. Good idea. But we were hungry, so we're like, okay, let's actually make some chicken. We forgot about what the water was. So we used the same water. And we're eating the chicken, and we're like, why is it so fucking hot? And someone was like, Tony, did you fucking do something? I was like, no, bro. Yeah, so boiled in the same water, and just boiling it, the same water that I cooked the other chicken in, made it still spicy, like killer spicy.
Yeah. I'm kind of detested that your option was boiling chicken, the most flavorless combination.
I know. You know what you could have done? Just omit the water, and you just grill it just grill it on there.
Yeah, I was that smart at the time. We
desperate. That omits the water. You're saving money.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Oh man, but yeah, no.
That's why they reused the water.
That's fucking 20 cents you're saving on right there alone.
But I looked up before I mentioned the story. I looked up what the scale was. I don't know how the scale counts because it's been a while since I've seen Hot Wings, but it says it's 357,000.
That's why it's called Mad Dog 357, because it's 357. That's why it's called that.
Yeah,
that makes sense. I feel dumb.
On the older seasons, number 10 was their custom sauce, right? Yeah. Number 9 was Mad Dog 357, and number 8 was always the bomb.
Yeah.
Or 7, whatever.
On their own videos?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of hot ones.
Did you watch the
such a
Gordon
good-
Ramsay one though? It was so
Yes,
good.
it's so funny,
yeah.
dude.
He was trying to chef the shit out of it. I'm like, no matter what you put in your mouth, it's gonna be hot.
The best episode though was freaking when they had Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh man, that man just did not give a shit. Didn't care. You gotta watch that one. If you haven't watched that one, you have to go watch that after this.
So
I
so
Bobby
good.
Lee's one.
Here's the.
Oh yeah, that was good.
He shat himself in the middle of it.
Sure fucking did.
Yeah, he just goes, oh shit, I think I shat myself. All right, Tony, continue.
Listen, I would love for like the group to get big enough to
Do an
be
interview
in
show like
Hot
that.
Ones. You know what I mean? I would love that.
Oh,
Or they
that's so
changed the hot ones because of vegans. I forgot about that. They used to be hot wings.
Yeah, I mean, you guys could always do an episode on your own.
It's true. We could do it.
Yeah.
Man, how are we gonna get everyone together and also get the product?
Well, dude, we can't even get everybody together for fucking film night sometimes.
Let alone set up and get hot sauces and stuff like that.
But yeah,
I'm an independent filmmaker.
yeah, it'd be nice sometimes.
And Samson, by the way, at work, let me tell you, he was doing some play, so he had to have those fake tattoos.
Mhm.
Let me tell you, for those few days at work, he wore that to work and he styled his hair like so just those few random days he had these fake tattoos and like his hair spiked up to look like a bad boy, you know. I couldn't talk to him.
I genuinely I wish I had more time to come down and see one of his plays. Like there's one thing whenever he decided to pursue this, or like he originally pursued filmmaking, like his family was like, don't do it. Is that the whole Asian thing? It's like, don't do it. My parents were like, don't do it. I was like, do it. And so he did it. I was like, oh shit, he's actually doing it. Oh shit, he's actually doing it. I was excited for him. Oh man, I feel bad. Like I support him and I love him, man, but I just never had a chance to like stop and see him. But
I've seen some of the editing things he's worked on through like stuff he showed me in his Instagram. I mean, he's gotten pretty dirty with the camera. Like,
dirty as in good.
Yeah.
I don't understand these new terms.
Do you have Instagram?
No, I don't have any social media.
You should look at some of his stuff. Like he does little hints of like I guess projects he's working on and stuff like that with the people.
Yeah. I'll try to, because I really want to see what he's up to. Because because one of the things I want to do is I want to see how much his acting has improved. Because you know how Sansom was like when we grew up, and I'm not sure if that changed or not. Like I love Sansom that he is basically my brother, of how close we grew up together. And even though we were like angsty horny teen-year-old or like teens in high school, but like that dude has always been my brother. But
I've only ever heard him talk like 3 times in my life, I think.
But yeah,
Very quiet.
this kid has, as I remember it, one emotion.
Mm-hmm. Very stoic.
He's just stoic, slightly angry, and then his stoic face just with an angrier voice. Those are just the types of Samsons I grew up with.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him like have a sad or any kind of other facial expression.
I mean, when we were kids, he did cry a lot, and I did cause a lot of that.
You single-handedly ruined that man's expressions. But we've been going for an hour and a half, boys. So that's an episode. I just want to say thanks everybody for coming tonight and hanging out, talking and chatting and everything. As well as thank you, Landon, for co-hosting this podcast with me.
As always, I'll always be here.
And for anybody who's watching this on YouTube later, don't forget to follow us on Twitch. Mine is General Seth117. Landon's is
Sour Patty.
And then good old Tony down there. What's yours?
ogkatottv.
There you go. Always got to make sure to get a plug in there. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoy it. Comment down below and let us know if there's something you want to hear next, or any input you have for the show to help improve it.
Next episode, we're gonna get a decent up and coming. I want to say up and coming amateur show. What do you call him? Just up and coming streamer.
Yeah, we have a girl streamer next week.
Yeah, we have a girl streamer next episode.
Okay.
Tune in for female streamer. I know a lot of you weebs out there will be into that. All the simps. Come simp on the next episode.
Bring all the simps. Let's do this.
We are climbing in subscribers too, so be sure to hit that sub button if you.
Question: Is it your cousin, Landon?
Yes.
It is his cousin.
Chatty Charby, right?
Yes.
Tony's like already a simp. Let's go.
No. Samson he gave me her details and said I should follow her on Twitch. So I was like, okay.
I checked out one of her streams. She does pretty good. So I'm excited to have her on here. Get to chat with her. You know.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, see, the thing is like honestly, most girls, when a guy sees a girl on Twitch, they click on them before they click on me. So.
Oh yeah, 100%.
100 out of 100 times they're gonna click on the girl over me. So, yeah.
I should probably do my makeup. I'll make a hell of a girl.
Hey, catfish those views. It's okay, man. I think.
One more thing before we go, because I've been having to make the thumbnails for this, so I want to give myself an easier job. Hey, do you want to make a face for the thumbnail, a smile, a giggle, a weird, whatever you want to do? Make this easier on me later, please.
I want to do some stupid thing.
All right, there we go. Thank you. Now I can screen cap that. I keep having to scroll through our video and then hopefully find a frame that's not motion blurred, and it just takes too much time.
Especially me, and I noticed that I keep rocking my
yeah, you're always like this, and I'm just like, this one's good enough. I don't give a shit anymore. So yeah. Anyway, hey, thanks boys for coming on. I really do appreciate it. Hey man, thanks. I'm glad to talk to you for a bit, and not have to be mean to you. All right. I'll see you boys later. Bye.